Hi, welcome to my channel. Watch with me, LB. And we give you. Let me do that whole thing over, girl. That was a hot mess. Okay. Hey everybody, thank you so much for checking out this video. It's your girl LB. Welcome to my channel. Watch with me, LB, where I give you fun, fresh, and funny rants, reviews, and recaps on my favorite movies and TV shows with a specific focus on the Marvel Cinematic Universe, since that's my favorite thing to watch. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. I recently had a wave of subscriptions. Thank you to all my new subscribers. I really appreciate y'all. Like, if y'all were like in Louisiana, I would like send you like a little sweet potato pie, like a little, you know, the little small ones. I make you like a cute little thank you sweet potato pie, child, because I really appreciate that. So let me say a couple things. My lighting might be off because it's early in the morning time. That's why I got my, you know, how can I help you shirt on, because I'm getting ready to go to work, okay? And also my eyes are shiny because I'm elderly and I put eye serum on. So if you're wondering like, damn girl, why your face so shiny? My serum ain't serum yet. Okay, mind your business. Okay, I would be remiss and irresponsible if I did not discuss Dieter's finger waves in this movie. You understand? Dieter had, do you know the level of, Dieter had Marcel clips in his head getting his finger waves together. I appreciated it. Line up, you know what I'm saying? Fresh taper on one side, fresh finger waves on the other. Come on, D. With the Marcel clips, that's classic. That is classic, okay? At one point, Dieter had he was setting his finger waves in the van on the way to the job. You understand? That's dedication. So, but I want to come on here and talk about Dieter because I love him so dearly. I'm talking about Army of Thieves, okay? The movie is not called Dieter. I call it Dieter. Girl, I was watching Dieter. Hold on, let me pause Dieter. Like, he was obviously a standout from Army of the Dead. Army of Thieves is a prequel to Army of the Dead, and we get to follow Dieter and learn about his backstory, which I always love me some backstory, okay? Give me the tea. I get that with Army of Thieves, okay? So this movie, I loved it, okay? I loved it actually more than Army of the Dead because I got to focus on my favorite character. So Army of Thieves is about what happened prior to Dieter linking up with the crew from Army of the Dead, right? So Army of Thieves takes place 6 years before the world done shut down, the zombie apocalypse, the zombies done overrun Vegas, which is what we see in Army of the Dead. I hope I'm saying them right, Jay, because I'm not gonna know till after. I feel like I said them right. Be confident in yourself, L. We see Dieter is living in Germany, in a small town in Germany, and he has like a 9-to-5 job, and he's very, you know, going through the motions. Ain't we all though, huh? Good Lord. I ain't hit the lottery yet. I don't know what the hell is happening and why it's taking so long, but I'm anticipating winning the lottery any day now, so I don't have to do this. You know what I mean? Like, I love my job. I'm just saying I don't want to work. So he works at a bank, and Dieter's so sweet. He just letting the people yell at him, you know, that he's, you know, kind of lonely. You know, he does the same thing every day. He goes to get his little coffee and his banana nut muffin, and he walks to work. He goes to work. He eats the same kind of sandwich every day by himself. He doesn't really have friends. He practices cracking safes, right? Safes. It's not saves. It's safe. He practices cracking safes in his spare time, and that's pretty much all he does. And so one day, we see, well, at the beginning of the movie, we see that he does YouTube videos with Dieter. I feel you, guy. You put out content and you think it's really great and like people will really enjoy it, and then like nobody watches that thing. My guy Dieter didn't get nary a video view, you know, until one day he got a comment on one of his videos and was like,
"Hey bro, I like your content. Go to this address. I got something hot for you. Here's the secret code."
Dieter was like, shit, let me put on my suspenders and get on up out of here and go see what's tea, right? He went to this place, he gave the secret code, and he went in, and it was basically like Fight Club for safe crackers. That's perfect for my guy Dieter, right? He was like, what the hell is going on? Who are y'all people? Why y'all? He was having all kinds of questions and nobody was answering.
Any questions?
No. Yes, many. Hundreds.
So he saw some safes. They told him to crack the safe. Dieter said, baby, listen, let me tell you something. Ain't nobody gonna crack this safe quicker than me. I'm about to get on in here and get it, right? One thing he knows is when a safe is locked, when it's unlocked, how many locks it got. He listened to it. He feels it. He damn near take the safe out on a date, right? So he's like really doing well in this safe cracking thing. He wins the whole thing. And while he's, receiving his applause and feeling it in his spirit, right? He sees Meghan Markle. All right, Meghan Markle was like, hey, I'm the one that sent you here. It really wasn't Meghan Markle. It was Natalie Emanuel. But when she popped up on the screen in the trailer, I said, that damn girl looked like Meghan. I was like, Meghan, what you doing? You said you was taking a break from acting, girl, to go be royal. What you doing in Army of Thieves, girl? It wasn't Meghan Markle. Natalie Emanuel's character, Gwendolyn, meets him and at this coffee shop that he goes to every day. And he was like, how did you know I was going to be here? She basically tells him that, listen, I'm a master thief. Like, I do this. I got a little ring of thieves, you know what I'm saying? And we trying to go and get this specific set of safes. Now, the specific set of safes are like Dieter's passion in life, right? And we saw that in Army of the Dead. It was one of the safes that was in this cycle of safes, like a 4-ring cycle. So it was based upon Hans Wagner. I'm not German, okay? So don't come at me for the pronunciation. Had a series of operas in which this master locksmith based a series of safes on. It was the Siegfried, it was the Valkyrie, it was the Rheingold, and the Götterdämmerung. Okay, so the locksmith was very well known. He was a pillar in his community. He had a wife and a son. This is not present time. This is back in the day. Had a wife and a son. The wife and the son unfortunately passed away, and in his grief, he created these fantastic, beautifully crafted, hard to break into set of saves based upon those operas. Okay, locked himself into one and died, right? Because he didn't want to be in the world no more without his wife and his son. And so he closed himself into the safe and they couldn't get him out. They dropped the safe in the ocean with his body in it, which left the safes that Dieter is being approached to help break into, right? And so because these are the things that Dieter has lived his life off of, Dieter's like, hell yeah, listen, I ain't got nothing to do. All I gotta do is go to work and go home and eat a banana, a muffin, and a cucumber sandwich. I'm about it. I'm ready to go right now, especially because Dieter was like, I got a crush on you, Natalie, in his mind, not in real life. So he meets her at this address, and it's a old house, and he meets the crew, right? Because you can't have a heist movie without the crew.
So, is it like in a movie film where each one of us has a different skill set and it's only working together that we can pull off that which needs the pulling off?
You got to have your driver, you got to have your hacker, you got to have your muscle, you got to have your thief, and maybe some other little knick-knack paddywhack people along, for the ride, right? So we meet Brad Cage. Brad Cage is the muscle of the group, and he is named Brad Cage because he named himself after Nicolas Cage and Brad Pitt. He was bullied as a child and basically got pumped up and modeled himself after American action heroes. You also meet Karina. Karina is the hacker. She's a master hacker. You can't get nothing in over her. She has one brother and she is a part of the crew in that capacity. We also meet Rolf. Rolf is the driver of the group. He's like a master drifter. He's like nice behind the wheel, you know what I mean? Gwen wants to be legendary. She wants to do this thing that nobody is able to do. They give Dieter the tea and they start out on their mission. Dieter's like, listen, just point me in a direction, baby. I'm going to see it. So they get to the first one. They have a really intricate, way of getting into the bank and where it's at. Natalie is a thief. Gwen is a thief, but she's also a grifter too, right? She has the ability to kind of like blend in and people don't really suspect her. So they get to the first safe and everything goes smoothly, and Dieter sees the safe and basically has like an emotional breakdown. He's like super excited to see it, and he is taking 75 hours to break into the safe. I'm like, say Dieter, bro, you don't realize you're under time constraints? He gets to the safe and he like hugging it and like putting his ears on it. He's playing, like he's setting the mood. It's like he took the safe out on a date. That's really what I kept thinking. It's like, damn, you whining and dining in the safe, huh, D? Okay then. Does it, and it's like a thrill to him that he was able to not only see this safe in person, but crack it, right? So he cracked it. He's feeling so good about it. And he gets in the safe and he and Gwen are supposed to take the money out. And Dita's like, say, bro, we're not gonna be able to carry this out of here. And Gwen is like, listen, it's not about the money part. It's about the legendary status. They're not gonna know who we are, but they're gonna know who we are. So the next safe they get to the safe. Dita sees it, wines and dines the damn safe. And Gwen, I keep calling her Natalie. It's her name, but it's not her character. Get it together, Elle. During this time, we see that there is an Interpol agent that is hot on their ass by the name of Delacroix. I'm from New Orleans, so that's how I would say it. But he is chasing them because he had a run-in with Brad Cage back in the day, and Brad Cage shot him in his ass. Like, yeah, all right, I get he shot you in your ass, but it's like, calm down. Just relax. So also during this time, we've gotten to see that Dieter and Gwen are, they're getting close, right? They starting to talk, and we get a little background on Dieter. So Dieter's name is actually Sebastian, something that's extra long for his last name, and he grew up very much alone. He didn't have the same interests that the kids have. He wasn't outside playing soccer. My guy was cracking safes as a little German child in the streets, right? So he was, he never really had friends. And to entertain himself and to keep himself company, he came up with a comic book that was based upon a master safe cracker named Ludwig Dieter, which is where his name comes from. Isn't that cute? I love him. Also, Matthias, the guy who plays Dieter, so stinking cute. Okay, he's so cute with the cutest little personality. I saw him dancing on Jimmy Kimmel the other day. If you want to get right here in my little heart, go ahead and dance and be cute at the same time. I just love it. I'm like a little 12-year-old girl. I just be getting crushes on people. It's not a crush. I just not acknowledge that they are attractive, okay? Mind your business. First of all, quit judging me. Hi. Okay. So we get to the next safe, and things are getting a little tense between Brad Cage and Gwen, and Dieter. It's like a little not really on Gwen and Dieter's part, but more so on Brad Cage's part, because he's mentally unstable child. So because they are mic'd up, right, we hear Dieter and Gwen having conversation when they get to the third safe, and Dieter's making love to the safe again. Got it a little wine, gave it a little massage, rubbed it down, admired it, gave it compliments and stuff. He took the thing out on a date again, right? And we were hearing him have a conversation about the story behind the safe and about how these two lovers could never really be together. And a lot of the stories that Dieter told in regards to the safe were very much mirrored in the relationships that he has in this movie, and then also what we see in Army of the Dead too. And I thought that was really, really cool. Brad Cage is hearing these conversations, and he's picking up on the fact that there's a little sexual tension in that thing. You know what I'm saying? So, he don't like that, because again, he's mentally unstable. So they are, it's a lot of shit happening. They done triggered the alarms, the Interpol people come in, the security come in. Gwen had to kick somebody in the face. Dieter's very impressed. Dieter screamed about 77 times in this movie, and I loved it every single time. I did it! He has the best scream. It's very high pitched. When Dieter swears, it makes my heart grow like the Grinch. You know what I'm saying? Because I like to cuss. I cuss in my everyday life. I'm getting to be okay with that. I felt like for a long time it's like, Elle, grow up, bruh. It's like, stop cursing. You're very well educated. You're very well spoken. You don't have to curse, but guess what? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Because it just makes me feel better. Life is hard enough without having to try to divert curse words when they fit perfectly into what you're trying to say. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Anyway, so, it's getting hot, and there's stuff going on, and bells is going off, and Karina's trying to help, and Brad Cage is doing some other stupid stuff, and they get to the getaway vehicle, and Rolf's behind the wheel, and he's having to drive because people, the cops are coming, and there's all kind of stuff happening. He gets Gwen into the van, and he holds Dieter up like he's gonna pull him in, but drops my guy out the van because he a trash ass person, and the police are coming, so Dieter gotta get away on been using planes, trains, and automobiles trying to get away. He, escapes the police, and, he's defeated, right? And he's like, well, listen, I guess I'm gonna go back to work. I guess I'm gonna, you know, iron my little clothes and stuff for work in the morning. I'm gonna go ahead and take my ass to work. I missed a couple days, so they probably gonna be mad. You know, we see like during his chase, right? So that's happening. And on the other hand, Brad, Cage, and Gwen get into it, right? And trying to tell Gwen what to do, and Gwen is not having it. Gwen is like, listen, we trying to complete something here. We need to get into this next safe, and you done threw the damn safe crack out the car. Gwen is like, I'm leaving. Brad's like, no, you're not. Gwen said she was leaving. Bradley. Okay, so she jumps out the van. The van stops. Karina gets out. You know why? Girl power. Karina's like, listen, both of y'all crazy. I'm not staying with you because all you are is muscle and all you could do is drive. She the brains of the operation. I'm the tech of the operation. We the stars here. I'm not staying with you, you dummy. So she gets out the car too. Like, listen, we gonna girl power this thing up. We gonna go find Dieter. So they go to find Dieter. So by the time Dieter gets to his apartment, which looks like he lives in a clock tower, which I thought that was so cute because, you know, clocks and like gears and like safe and the gears and the turning. Anyway, but Dieter is getting to his apartment and they're already there, right? He walking around just aimless, child. Ain't got no sense of what's his surroundings. And Karina, because she's a smart ass, was like, yeah! Like, Dieter and Gwen and Karina link back up to finish what we started, right? And so they are going to the next safe. And of course, the Interpol agent is hot on their ass. Things start to fall apart, right? During this last job. Karina gets caught by the Interpol agent and she has to give them up because I think they don't actually show her giving them up. But I feel like she probably had to give him a little tea because they threatened to do something to her brother or something like that. Now, Rolf and Brad Cage were together and they were chasing Dieter and Gwen as well. They actually met up with them while Dieter and Gwen escaped in this big ass truck. They actually took the damn safe with them. So he had to crack the safe in the back of this truck. That was a part of the heist. They actually took the damn safe with them in the back of this truck. And so Dieter had to crack the safe in the back of the truck. They end up having to pull over to the side of the road and they are then confronted by Brad Cage and Rolf. Brad Cage and Rolf are end up tied to the truck with the safe in it. So the Interpol agents get Brad Cage and Rolf and they arrest them. So he ends up catching Gwen and Dieter just before they escape in this boat. They were supposed to take a boat to like an airport and just like escape and live in the world. We're gonna be together because they're such a cute couple and I love them together and I would have loved to see them together, right? So before they can leave, the Interpol agent stops them on the dock and Gwen arranges for Dieter to get away because he was after Gwen and not really Dieter because Dieter just got down on him like 4 days ago. He takes off in a boat and he sees that she has a passport with his new name, not Sebastian, with Ludwig Dieter as his name, and a ticket, and they were gonna go together. She had her passport, they were passported up, ticketed up, got the money, they were gonna be together, and that really made him really sad, but it also made him feel good to know that she chose him, right? And now they can't have that because she's locked up. Okay, so now, you know, the movie's ended and obviously the movie is a prequel, but we don't know whether or not Dieter is dead, right? So love to see Dieter again. I thought the movie was great. I actually liked Army of Thieves more than I liked Army of the Dead, and I really liked Army of the Dead. So 2 thumbs up for this one. I give it like a 8 out of 10. Like, it was really, really good. I actually watched it twice. So comment down below and let me know what you thought of it, if you watched it, and if you think Dieter's Finger Waves was on swim. Like, I need to discuss it. Like, who wants to discuss Dieter's Finger Waves with me? Say me. No? Okay, well, anyway, thank you so much for checking out this video. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much to all my new subscribers. I hope you enjoyed the content, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.